Hi guys, in today's video I will show you how to make this simple and easy crop top. You can wear this as a bikini top or bralette, and if you want to make the bikini bottom you can check my previous video. And now without further ado, let's take a look what we need for the tutorial. You will need a 4mm crochet hook, scissor, measuring tape, yarn in light worsted weight approximately 80 grams, and stitch marker. Okay, before we start, check your gauge first. If you make 4 rows of 10 single crochet, you should get about 2 by 1 inches. You can use any hook size to obtain the gauge. Okay, now start with a slip knot and chain 26. Okay, this is for size small. If you want to make other sizes, you can go ahead and check the written pattern on my blog. Now for row 1, half double crochet in the third chain from hook here, and just continue to half double crochet in the next 11 stitches. Okay, now you should get a total of 12 half double crochet, and you're going to single crochet in the next 12 stitches. So just single crochet in each of the remaining stitches till the end of your chain. Okay, now I have 12 half double crochet and 12 single crochet. I'm going to chain 1 and turn your work around. And for row 2, going to single crochet in the next 12 stitches and then half double crochet in the next 12 stitches. So you should get 12 single crochet and 12 half double crochet. Okay, before you start with your half double crochet stitch, you can mark your last single crochet stitch with a stitch marker if you find it hard to differentiate between the half double crochet and the single crochet stitch. So now I'm just going to continue to half double crochet in each of the next 12 stitches, and then I'm going to chain 2 and turn my work around. Okay, now for row 3, you're just going to repeat the pattern on row 1, half double crochet in the next 12 stitches, and then single crochet in the next 12 stitches, chain 1, then turn your work around. Okay, for row 4 until row 50, I'm just going to repeat the pattern on row 2 and 3 alternately. Now I'm at the end of row 3, chain 1, turn your work around, and on row 4, just single crochet in the next 12 stitches, half double crochet in the next 12 stitches, chain 2, and then turn your work around. Okay, here I already finished my 50 rows, and this is the back part of our top. Now count from left to right: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and mark row 10 with stitch marker, and do the same On the other side, count from right to left 10 rows, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and mark row 10 with stitch marker, and this is where we should attach the strap later on. Okay, now we're going to increase the number of stitches for the front part. On row 51, make 2 half double crochet in the first stitch, 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochet in the same stitch, and then continue to half double crochet in the next 11 stitches, single crochet in the next 12 stitches, chain 1, and turn your work around. Okay, now on row 52, just single crochet in the next 12 stitches, and then just continue to half double crochet in the next 12 stitches. And now here I'm at the end of row 52. I'm going to make 2 half double crochet in the last stitch, 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochet in the last stitch, chain 2, and turn your work around. And that is how you increase the number of stitches, and then continue to increase the number of stitches until row 60. And now we are on row 53. Make 2 half double crochet in the first stitch, and then just continue to half double crochet in the next 13 stitches, single crochet in the next 12 stitches, chain 1, then turn your work around, and just keep on increasing the number of stitches until row 60. Okay, here I already finished my 10 rows of increase, and on the last row you should get a total of 12 single crochet and 22 half double crochet. Now mark the last row, and next we are not going to increase anymore, so just chain 2. Okay, now on row 61, we will not increase the number of stitches anymore, so just continue to half double crochet in the next 22 stitches, and then continue to single crochet in the next 12 stitches, chain 1, and then going to turn your work around, and just continue to do this on row 62, 12 single crochet, 22 half double crochet. Okay, now I'm at the end of row 62, half double crochet in the last stitch, chain 2, turn your work around, and for row 63 until row 90, just going to repeat the pattern on row 61 and 62 alternately, and that would be a total of 30 rows. Okay, already finished my 30 rows, and this is how your work should look like. And on the last row you should have 12 single crochet and 22 half double crochet, and we will continue to decrease the number of stitches on the next 10 rows. Okay, now let's continue on row 91. We will start to decrease the number of stitches. So to decrease the number of stitches, you have to skip the first stitch here and continue to half double crochet in the next 21 stitches. So we will skip the first stitch on the upper end of every row to decrease the number of stitches. And now mark the first row of decrease with a stitch marker, and just continue to half double crochet and single crochet till the end of row. Okay, now I'm at the end of row 92. I only have 2 stitches left. Now skip the next stitch and half double crochet in the last stitch. So that is how you decrease your number of stitches on row 93 until row 100. Just repeat the pattern on row 91 and 92 alternately, decreasing one stitch at the upper end of every row. Okay, now I'm on the last row of decrease, row 100. Skip the next stitch, half double crochet in the last stitch, chain 1 and leave a long tail for sewing. Okay, here I have total 10 rows of decrease, and on the last row you should have 12 single crochet and 12 half double crochet. So now just leave a long tail for sewing. Okay, this is how your work should look like by now. We are facing the right side. Now fold your top facing the wrong side. Continue to join the side seam by sewing, or join with slip stitch or single crochet. Or if you want to follow my method, you can refer to my previous video, Vega Bikini Bottom, on how I join the side seam. Now let's continue to do the strap. Okay, let's do the right strap first. Insert your hook here in the row before the row where we put the stitch marker. Join your yarn with a knot, and then I'm going to remove the stitch marker. Now chain 2, 1, 2, and then single crochet in the next 3 half double crochet spaces. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and 3 single crochet. And if you want to make a wider strip, just make more single crochet. Now chain 1, turn your work around. Okay, for row 1 until row 46, just single crochet in the next 3 stitches, chain 1 and turn your work around, and just repeat the pattern until row 46. But if you want to make a longer strap, just make more than 46 rows of 3 single crochet, or as long as you want until you get the desired length. Okay, this is how 3 single crochet look like. If you want to make a wider strap, just make more than 3 single crochet. Okay, next going to attach the strap at the back of our top here where we put the stitch marker. Okay, we're going to join the strap in the 3rd row of half double crochet space after the stitch marker here. Pull the yarn, chain 1, insert your hook in the same row and in the first stitch of strap, and join with slip stitch, and continue to join with slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. Now secure your strap by chaining 2 and fasten off. Okay, now let's continue to do the left strap. Okay, for the left strap, you're going to join your yarn in the 3rd row after the stitch marker here. You join with a knot. Remove the stitch marker. And then chain 2, 1, 2, single crochet in the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3 single crochet, now chain 1, turn your work around and continue to single crochet in the next 3 stitches, chain 1 and then turn your work, and just continue with this pattern until row 46, just like the right strap. Okay, you're going to join your yarn here in the row before the stitch marker. Pull your yarn, chain 1, remove the stitch marker, insert your hook in the same row, and in the first stitch of the strap, yarn over, pull through, and join with slip stitch. And just continue to join with slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. Now chain 2, and then just fasten off, cut off your yarn and weave in the ends. Okay, now just flip your top to the right side out, and this is how your top should look like. This top is so easy to make, and you can make this in just a few hours. You can just simply adjust the pattern if you want a shorter or longer top. For the beach one, I made 10 single crochet for the waistband, and the one in this tutorial is 12 single crochet. So if you want a longer crop top, just simply add a few more stitches until you get the desired length you want. And that's it for today. If you have any question or suggestion, just comment below. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.